Here's your ice cream cake. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you have your sponge cake, your chocolate, another sponge cake layer, your vanilla, and then your whipping cream. Hi, my name is Anna. I've been baking for the past 20 years. I've developed a passion for baking from my Italian parents. So join me for some delicious, quick, authentic recipes. I have hundreds to choose from and to share with you. So whether you're just starting out or have an interest in baking, follow me and we'll get inspired. Benvenuti. Today we're making a traditional Italian ice cream cake. It has the Italian sponge cake with chocolate and vanilla ice cream. So for the sponge cake, you'll need flour, sugar, eggs, butter, salt, and vanilla. And also for the filling, which is your ice cream, also simple syrup, whipping cream, and whiskey cream. I will have the full recipe at the end. We're going to start by beating our eggs with sugar, and then we're going to beat them for about 5 to 8 minutes until they triple in volume. We're going to start by adding your sugar. We're going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla and continue beating. So while the eggs are beating, we're going to melt our butter. This is such a simple recipe, and you can make it for up to 2-3 days in the fridge, or you can freeze it. It freezes very well. Our butter is melted. Our eggs are ready. Okay, so now that your eggs are nice and whipped, you've got your melted butter. You're gonna take about a cup and a half of your mixture, and you're gonna incorporate it with the butter. And it's okay if your butter is a bit warmer, but we don't want it hot. Okay, so it's almost there. Now I'm going to incorporate it together with the eggs. I'm going to fold it. Mix it all nice. So now we're going to mix in our flour. And I've added the salt in your flour. Just make sure it's all mixed in just for about a minute. And I also sifted the flour. Okay. I'm going to finish it off with a spatula. Okay. So your batter is ready. I went ahead and I greased a 9-inch pan, and I put parchment paper on the bottom. So then we're going to pour that right in. So let's put this in the oven. And we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes. Perfect. Our sponge cake is ready. Look at that. Nice. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Smells delicious. So we're going to cut right in the middle. Just cut it right in the center. A half a cup of whiskey cream and a half a cup of simple syrup. Put some of your mixture in, just to give it flavor and some moisture as well. And you could use any flavoring you like. You could do rum, you can do vanilla, and you could do almond if you wanted as well. So it all depends what flavor you want your ice cream cake. So you see that? Nice. Just right at the edges as well, because you want that flavor. And now we're going to put our ice cream on top. Okay, so we're going to use our spring form to keep it all together once you put the ice cream in there. So we put the layer of your simple syrup and your whiskey cream. And then you're going to start by putting your ice cream and kind of fill in the gaps. where you need ice cream. And don't worry, it just all fits nicely together, just like a little puzzle. So wherever you see some sponge, kind of use your ice cream and kind of put it in there. Now that's your first layer. So then I'm going to grab one of the layers of cake, sponge cake. Just press it lightly. Just make it all even. And then of course you get your simple syrup and cream and just brush it on. You can use a bottle if you like. Again, you could put as much as you want. So if you want more flavor, you could really soak your sponge cake. I always like going to the edge of your cake as well. There we go. So you're done with chocolate. Now you're going to use put vanilla on there. I find the box ice cream is just a little bit easier to slice, but you don't have to use a square. You can use a tub as well and scoop it out with an ice cream scoop. That always works as well. Once you're done with the vanilla layer, you're going to get your other cake, place it on top, and just press it down. And what I've done is I did 2 of the sponge cake so I could get 3 layers, but you don't have to. You could do 1. That's fine as well. I'm always used to making 3 layers of cake and 2 layers of ice cream. So then brush it all so nicely. It's never a lot because you want it to go right through the flavor, right down to the first layer. There we go. Now we're going to pop this in the freezer and we'll make a whipping cream to decorate it all. Okay, so now while our ice cream cake is in the freezer, we're going to whip our whipping cream. 1.5 tablespoons of sugar and a splash of vanilla. Then we'll give that a whip. Okay, our whipping cream is ready. You can use a blender to crush the almonds. Perfect. Okay, so we're ready to decorate our cake. I have a piping bag and a tip. I'm going just to cut a little slit. And I'm going to insert my tip. And of course, I want you to fold over your bag. So we've got 2 ways that I'm going to decorate this ice cream cake. I will show you. I decided I was going to make it just with whipping cream all around it. But then I decided to roast some almonds. And I will show you how to achieve both. So I want you to put a couple dollops of whipping cream on top. I always like to have my cake closer to me, and what you're going to do is grab your whipping cream and just ice the outer. And don't worry if your ice cream cake is a bit melting a little. It's going to go back in the freezer, so not to worry. I would normally ice it on top of my tray, but I'm going to show you 2 methods. So you could do it this way and then just ice your cake. You're going to need some more whipping cream just to even things out. And this is just a rough on top, and then you're going to finish it up nicely. And if you need more, you could add more. There we go. So this is your rough. You could definitely put it on your cake dome. You can use a cake board as well. I'm going to use this one, but first I'm going to pipe it. So you have 2 ways of decorating. You could definitely go from the bottom and you just turn your cake Okay, so you go all around, and that makes it such a pretty decoration. But today I'm going to use almonds all around. Put some chopped almonds all the way, and I do it before I put it on my cake platter because I don't want the almonds to dirty my platter. Makes it such a nice presentation, but also delicious as well, because you have your almonds with your whiskey cream, your ice cream, and whipping cream. It's a nice finishing touch. There we go. So once you have all the almonds on your cake, you just press in lightly. And this is a good time also, if it's unbalanced, just move it ever so slightly, right center it. Then you're gonna get your whipping cream. And you could just decorate it. This makes such a beautiful presentation. So once you're done, you don't have to decorate it all around. You could do rosettes. So you could do that all around the cake. Sprinkle some almonds all around. Here's your ice cream cake. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you have your sponge cake, your chocolate, another sponge cake layer, your vanilla, and then your whipping cream. Now look at that. Beautiful. So let's give this a try. Oh, it smells so good. Delicious. So good. You could really taste the whiskey cream and the chocolate with your sponge cake, and nice and moist. And that's why we kind of, in every layer, we put the whiskey cream, but just delicious. So if you enjoyed this recipe, like and subscribe. Your support is encouraging.